Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2, where we are building our very own megacity. Now, if you didn't see the last episode, guys, I over-engineered this beautiful train looped system, which is completely overkill for what we need it to do, but what it allows us to do is have maximum coverage with maximum efficiency, and it means that passengers are no more than 2 trains away from their destination. It also means that it will, once it's fully complete, fingers crossed, alleviate all the passenger congestion, as there's many routes and many options to which they can travel in. But trust me, it's going to get a whole lot crazier than this. Now, in the last episode, I made a few boo-boos, okay? I don't want to talk about it, but I've since fixed it. I put the wrong carriages on the trains delivering food to all these cities. Guys, I fixed it now, okay? They've got the right cargo. I also had a couple of signals on this line completely wrong as well. So I've since fixed it, guys. Please don't come at me no more. I'm just a guy, okay? I'm just a guy right now. But today's episode is going to be pretty interesting. Now, the current size of Fallstown in terms of residents is 1,500. And we've reached a new plateau. We've been growing steadily, and now we've kind of started to plateau a little bit because there's nothing else I can currently do that will increase any numbers dramatically to make much of a difference. Now, when it comes to the actual supply of goods, the food and the construction materials, we are on the cusp right now, and to be honest with you, some of the buildings might be out of the radius, and what I mean is we are now about to transition into the point where the goods that the city now starts to require is going to be out of the radius of the initial train stations that I first put down. You can see there's some food symbols down here, but the station doesn't quite reach it. I'm not going to solve this just yet because all I'm really going to gain, I mean, we've got 100% there, 90% there for bricks. Food is the big issue. At most, I'll gain 10, maybe 20% pushing it. You'll never get 100%. That's just how the game works. But at most, I'm going to get 10%. And right now, it doesn't really mean that much to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the goods and the goods for the food and the bricks to expand a little bit more before we start setting up new systems to deliver and give us more coverage. So I'm not worried about that just yet. The biggest one we can change is our destination and private transport and public transport. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to implement, how many have we got over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to implement 4 more cities along here, and then we're going to get them set up to have bricks delivered to then the 4 plus this one, which will then be all 5. And then we're going to make some kind of legway on extending these loops. It's going to be a big task. It's going to be a real big task. Now, if you are enjoying the series and want to see more and want to see how big I can make Fallstown become, then smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you get notified when more episodes do come out. Right, this, again, I can edit, but I'm not going to do it until I've built 3 more loops there and 3 more loops here. That is the game plan. That is going to be the game plan. So we're going to pause the game for just a hot minute. I'm going to get rid of this. Goodbye. That's all now gone. And what I'm going to do is we're going to get the road, and provided that this is set up correctly, which it kind of worked on the last one, which I was quite surprised by. We're going to run the road all the way down, which enables me and helps me build my train stations a little bit better. This looks like it is slowly falling away, but we are starting to bend there. We are definitely bigger on the one side compared to the other, but it should be okay. It should be okay. So we'll delete here and place a station there. I'll delete here. So unfortunately, it's on the signal stops there, which is, it's okay. It's okay. We can add them all back in. And let me get 1 more in just here. Right, fingers crossed this now goes all to plan. So, I gotta remember what stations we're utilizing right now. We're doing the one, are we doing the 240? Is it a 240? It is a 240. 6 stations. And we want to, oh, it's actually longer than I thought it was gonna be here. Hold on. What I want to do is I want to get it, oh, this is actually going to be kind of annoying because theoretically I wanted it to get, well, to be hooked up on the train line rather than the road. So we're going to have to delete this back a little bit and then go from there. So spin this right round. Oh, that's the that's not the rotate button. And go here for you. There for you. There for you. And there for you. Wow, look how close the alignment's now going. I mean, it was never going to be perfect. It was never going to be perfect, but it looks a little bit kind of crazy right now, especially for this station. Am I even able to get a building connection on this? Oh dear. Oh, I've also realized I've built the wrong type of station. Ah, Seniac, what are you doing? See, I can't even get them connected now. Right, we're going to have to rejig this. And you know what? I'm going to change it up. I'm going to go against everything I just said right there. And we are going to align it to the road. Okay? I just realized it will make my life so much easier. It will make my life so much easier. So delete all of this here. That's now all gone. And then when it comes to this, we'll just have to kind of bend it in however it sees fit. Right, I should have done this in the first place. Guys, remember this, okay? Because this is what I'll do on the next line of cities that I eventually build. It does make a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. So I just do this. One there. Right. One there. I can now actually space it out a little bit better. One there. And one there. Okay. So that should allow me then, theoretically, on the passenger buildings, be able to place down now. These ones will be just fine if I just do it these all around like that. And I'm going to do it there and there because these last two sides here are going to have different platforms. Oh, I've just realized again. I still failed, guys. I still failed right now to connect the right train tracks up. Right, these don't connect, do they? So on this side, it's the bigger ones. Yes, right. We figured it out. He's only gone and figured it out, boys, I think. I think. Yeah, Seniac doesn't think much, does he? No, he does not. No, he does not. Right, passenger buildings. Right, bam and bam. The slightly bigger ones, bam and bam. Move on to the next one. Right, we're in a rhythm now, guys. We're in a rhythm. Delete you, delete you. Let's do platforms first. Bam, bam. Passenger buildings. Bam, bam, bam. Slightly larger one. Bam, and wha-bam. Right, oh, last one. Perfect. Absolutely perfect right now. So I've decided to go to the bigger ones first. I've now switched it up a little bit. Platforms. Wa-boom, ba-boom. And then these ones then go one there, one there. No. We were doing so well then. We were doing so well. Right, that's now all in. Let me quickly upgrade to high speed. Because it does make a difference when trains are bypassing these stations to get to the next. Very important that we do this. Now, the middle one is used for the passenger. The outer ones are going to be used for the cargo. So we are keeping them all separate, all divided. All right, very good, very good. So let's just focus first then on on passengers. So the passenger ones do not need any form of crissy-crossies because they're using them as middle stations. You only need the crisscross, which is just there as they come out of that station. That's the only place we need the crissy-crossies for the passenger line. Cargo line is slightly different. Okay, the cargo line is going to be slightly different. All right, that's all pretty good. And then this runs to there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, mate, he says. Right, anyway, this line 15, we manage the line, it goes back and forth. So in Foolstown Halt, we then add a... Oh, I should do... I should do signals first. Okay, we should do signals first. So one there. Let me try and get all these in real quick. Now, it's not to say that we're going to need them, but I'd rather have them in. Very basic variations. That's the wrong way around, isn't it? Very basic variations of our signals right now. We'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. Right, where was with this line? So, manage the line. New one in there. Which I need to double check. Yes. Well, then again, it can't really get messed up. Because the side of the station it's currently on. And then from Lower Falls Town, we come back this way. I'm just hoping right now I have got this done correctly. And without anything additional, that's all I've got to do. That is technically all I've got to do. Apart from placing down the towns. Oh, the exciting bit. Now, do I implement the cargo first? Because I've got to implement cargo so it's very similar to this, where we can also simultaneously run down the construction material good line, which does mean I have to kind of then add an extra bit sticking out the end. So I'm going to have to slightly delete this town, which is kind of going to be a little bit sad, but it will grow back. Right, delete for you, only because it's just destroyed a really big building, which I'm quite sad about, boys. Right, that is all good for me. I think I'll do the crisscross at a later date. I've got to change all... Oh, no, we did change all this, didn't we? Yes, I forgot about that. Your boy forgets a lot, doesn't it? I forget a lot. I do a lot of things and I forget a lot of things. Right, so that's on the outside. What if I just ran it straight to it? Where does the connection kind of come in? It's a wild connection, might I add. It is a wild connection. We'll go from here now, and I'm never going to be able to... I mean, then again, we're never going to be able to reach those speeds. Not on cargo trains, anyway. So if I bring you to there, and then I'm just going to decide to bend it now. We'll never reach those speeds on a cargo train. So there's no stress, no dramas. No stress, no dramas. Right, there we go. Got to do a crisscross, which I'll do the crisscross here. Slightly out the way of the town. And then, theoretically, what we've then got to do next is run this going all the way down. Now, unfortunately, each one of these, I have to implement a crisscross. Because we're going to have multiple cargo lines. Each cargo line that comes to each one of these stations treats that station as an end route. So then we'll need a crisscross to come out of it. It's just how it is. It's just how it is, boys. But if we get this just right, there should be no stress, no dramas. Providing I get the right carriages, you know, and somehow don't put the wrong ones on. I mean, I would never do something like that, would I, guys? Would I, guys? You believe me, right? Yeah, right, Sonic. Who do you think you are right now? You think you're some kind of pro builder right now? Well, get out of here, you fool. Right, is that the last one? That is the last one. That will do me, sir. That will do me. So, do I build the roads cutting across for the city growth, or do I allow the city to do it themselves? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to take up that task right now and do it myself. This is the last thing I need to do apart from signals before I can implement and build the actual city. So this is more just for the city's benefit to be able to grow a bit bigger. It's just the city's benefit. To be honest with you, it's my benefit as well, because the bigger the city grows, the more percentage boost Falls Town gets. So it is my benefit as well. Stop lying, boy. I benefit as well. Right, so signals, and then we'll place down the cities. So signals, la-dee-da. You go there, and then we'll do... The auto signal's already on, isn't it? Yeah, so if I went bam, and then I went bam, and then the last signal then goes there. Can't mess that up. This, I don't have the luxury right now to be able to do that, I don't think. So I'll just do it like this. Because of the Chrissy-crossy situation. And this should be the last one. Yes. Right. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think I'm all done. We will now see. We will now see. So before I do anything, right, let me just look at Foolstown. You can see it's 190% increase on the public transportation, right? And it's 80% on private transportation. So 190, 80. Remember those figures and stick those figures in your brain right now. So we're going to build the cities. We're going to go huge. We'll go food, construction material. Build our first one. Build our second one. Our third one. And our fourth one. Now, a little bit close together, but it doesn't really matter. Because, you know, I can always just add more towns in. It's better to add more towns than expand the town. That will do. So that there, I can put it into play, and my current train that goes back and forth will do the job for me. Now, I do need to implement, like I've done over here, a train depot, just so I can get some more trains on the line. Question, how many trains do I have on this line? Oh, I have quite a few, which does make a lot of sense. Oh, could I pull them out of here? No, it doesn't transition over. Okay, that's fine. I thought I was going to do something pretty cool there, but maybe not. Maybe not. Right, anyway. Let's not get carried away too much right now. I'm going to build you here. And then track-wise, we're going to bring you into there. But I'm also going to crisscross this over into there so I can also implement additional trains elsewhere. Right. Very good. Very good. So, if I've got so many trains on that line, we're going to add, duplicate another one. So, there'll be 6 trains in total, and then press play. So, I haven't done the cargo route at all yet, which we will do now step by step to go to each individual city. So, new line. Does it trigger anybody in this series that I don't rename any of the lines? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, I can't do that one because I'm yet to implement the cargo platform. Right, bam, bam. So let me just make sure that I can utilize both sides. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Right, that's all done. Let's quickly configure this then. So I've got to delete this side. I got to delete that side as well because this is the other line is where we'll bring the food in once we get that all set up. So it's just there in the back of our heads. That's something that we kind of eventually need to do. Right, that gives us a cargo section. Back and forth there. There we go. Which is going to dramatically increase the demand these need for the stone and stuff, which is going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Right, we go electric. Cargo. We're delivering bricks. So that would be the flat car side stake stuff. I do a 200 capacity and buy 5. And then I put one on each one. So line 36, line 35, line 34, line 33, and then the last one is line 32, because we've already done the first one in the last line that we implemented. So that implements then all the trains on that line. This will now start demanding, or these here will start demanding more stone coming in, which this line 3 will now start to have more placed on the platform. Interesting. So let me quickly get ahead of schedule and let me replace these. I'm not sure if it's already electric, but I'm going to sort it to electric anyway. Cargo, and we'll do these at a 300 capacity. And then that should cover that a bit nicer. We've got enough trains there. Do we change these trains now? Let's replace these. Electric, cargo. And then we'll do these to a 200? I'll keep them 200 for now. It doesn't change the capacity, it just changes the engine. Which will make it a bit quicker, a bit more... It'll get up to speed a lot quicker as well. We'll just see what happens on that. That'll be an interesting one. But that will now take time. And these will consistently keep growing as we tick along. Right. Very interesting. Very interesting. Right, what are you waiting a signal for? You should be stopping here anyway. Why are you not stopping here? Oh, I've not messed it all up, have I? So it just came from Subatron 4, Lower Subatron 5. Wait. Oh, no, going back this one. Subatron North. Why is that not stopping there? Or is it just is it because I've messed up the whole loop and it's got to do the whole loop system again? It could be that train's slightly messed up. Yeah, that's the train that's not stopping anywhere. Does this train stop? Yes, it does. So it might have been that train, that might have been the original train that was heading back anyway. And now all of its orders are slightly messed up, but leave it as it is. It should fix itself. It should fix itself. Right, anyway, 190, 80 was the numbers, okay? That's what we need to remember. Now, already, it's given us an extra 10%. Now, that number will keep rapidly climbing as these cities slowly grow. That's a huge benefit. What I've now got to do is bring a road that connects to all of these cities to increase our private transportation numbers. So, which road do we pick? Do I just pick this road and go with it? So if I build that road to there, this road can come out to there for a min. Bring you a bit more. Slightly delete you. And then set you up on a little bit of a bend. So that then now tells Foolstown that there's all them 5 new cities that you can now drive to, which is now increasing the private transport numbers. And this might now increase up to 100% in the end of it. I don't know. I don't know how far it's ultimately going to go. Now, it won't climb too quick just yet. It won't climb too quick just yet because we got to give these cities time to settle down. We got to give them time to figure out what's going on. Also got to give them time to grow as well as they get their goods slowly delivered. It all now takes time, but there's no better place to start, boys. No better place to start. Well, that train should turn around and that one then should go with it. So, are these now demanding We should eventually start seeing these level up once they deliver a little bit more as well. It took time. It took a little while for these to kind of kick in. But then once they got going, it's like a snowball. It starts off small, then it just escalates into something ridiculous. So, give it time. That's all we've got to do is give it some time. But those numbers should now, I mean, they're climbing for the public transport anyway. So in the meantime then, while we wait for that to do what it's got to do, we're going to take a look at slightly extending and expanding these loops. So I want to build 3 more here and 3 more there. With the way the public transport's all set up, we've got inner loops there, and then we've got one big outer loop going around, and we can do the same round and round. It's completely overkill. I will admit it is completely overkill, but it does allow us to have ultimate connectivity, and we're taking advantage of every nook and cranny Foolstown has. So let's figure this out then. Let's get this rocking and rolling. So let's say we did this side first. Let's just say we did this side first. We need to then set it up so that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares before the next station. Okay? So we now need to figure out, and I'll delete this road here, where each square is going to be. So we bring this out by 88 there, and then we bring that up. And I've got to keep doing this until we've got a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 8 tiles in the middle. It's a shame we can't build grids because it would make my life like so much easier. But this is how we control it. This is how we control it right now. There we go. Do one more. Now, once we've got this set up, it should all fall into place pretty easy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. 2 more. There we go. And the final one. Well, it's not technically the final one, because that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you need one more for where the train line is actually, or the train station is on. So the train station will be on this one. That makes sense? I think it makes sense. So if I bring these roads now all out in their grid fashion. There we go. All the way down. And then I then turn this way and bring these all the way up in their fashions. And I've got this glorious grid in city. Completely going over the top right now of how far I'm extending it. But who knows? You never know if Foolstown is actually going to grow this far. It's going to be really exciting to find out, wouldn't it? So that's all sorted then. Now, obviously, we've got to implement for this loop a station here as well. So can I just quickly pause and delete that road just so I can implement my own road here? There we go. Extend you down. Extend. Whoa. Whoa, it's trying to clip itself to the rail line. There we go. There we go. Right, so, and like all of this, right, we've got to drag it all the way down and bring all these down as well. So I won't do that just yet. We'll get the 3 stations here situated, the rail line all connected up, ready to be connected to this. It's a big task. It is a real big task. But let's focus on this one first. So to our train stations then, buildings, elevated passenger. It is the 240 in length that we're looking at with this one. And we're doing it really high, weren't we? 25? Yeah. And it's gotta go on here, on this last one there. So I keep saying this, it's easier said than done with all of this. And I've got to play around with it just to make sure that we can do it. So elevated passenger buildings, that goes in, that goes in, that goes in. Oh, I've gone and done it first time round. All right, let me just double check it to see if I can get any of these in. I can get you in there, maximize connection. He's only gone and done it first time round, boys. Now, the annoying bit is they don't fully align, but we've made it work. So let me just double check. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So next, back to a 160 for this. And that then goes smack bang there. So there should be 3 tiles to the side, which there is. It's actually technically 4. But what happens is the 4th one is where the rail line runs on. So without zooming in, I'm going to say there. Without zooming in and actually fine-tuning it. Did I just do this one? Can we go 2 for 2, guys? Oh no. He's only gone 2 for 2. He's only gone and done 2 for 2 right now. What is this monstrous? What is this luck? What is this luck right now? So that's in. I can implement the train connection in, which we are going to do. We are going to do it. So, where am I? Tracks. We bring this one on the inner side out by 1. And obviously we got to raise it so it's level. Ish, that will do. So there. And then we go for a full bend all the way in. And that's how you implement. Oh no, actually we don't. We do a full bend, but we also go from this straight. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to kind of implement this. I don't know if it's easier to go straight then do the bend. Yeah, it might have been wise choice to go straight first. Oh no, the road's been deleted now. Yeah, it's a wise choice to go straight first. So bringing this straight out. And then set this up. Bam, bam. And is that... It doesn't really matter about the lining it up. Doesn't really matter. But that would do us just fine. Bam. Then, right, we grab from there to there. And then from there to there. Right. The bend is in place. The bend is now in place. Glorious. Let's do the same thing here. So this, we're going to go straight out. And you can see how it slightly diverts and changes direction. Which is maybe why we don't bring it all the way out just yet. And that retains its height. Because to align it straight is when we build the next station. That's when we align it. But I'm just getting all this situated. Because it enables me to work with the bends and stuff. So bring you out. I'm hoping this is all the same alignment in heights. Yeah. And then we grab from there to there. And then we go from there to there. That one's done. And then this line just goes up and over and connects to this. Oh, this is good. This is good stuff already. This really is. It's exciting, guys. It's very, very exciting. So we'll bring... Actually, how far do I bring this out before it raises up? This is the bit that I always get kind of a little bit confuffled with. So I'm going to bring this to that road there. I'm going to bring you to there. I'm going to do the same on this side. We're going to bring you to there. So we're using the roads as our marker points. And then I want this to kind of come up and over. So if I raise this up. Okay, I don't want it to connect to there, first and foremost. So just before it, raise up by 2. I don't know if this is going to work or not. If it doesn't, then we might need to go up a little, one more. Yeah, we might most likely have to go up one more. So, 2's normal. Oh, unless I've got to go further. Okay, we go back by 1. Right, I've gone back by 1. Gone to here. To max height. And then, is that now up and over? Oh, the alignment's off. Of course the alignment's off because it's changing directions. Or is the alignment off? I mean, it makes sense if it is. Because nothing is perfect. Yeah, the alignment's off on that one as well. Nothing's perfect, so it makes sense. But that looks quite dramatically off, doesn't it? But that works. More importantly, that does work. But how can I hide the alignment changes? Oh, it's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. This is the downside of it not being a perfect grid alignment on the train line. There's not really much I can kind of do about that, unfortunately. But it kind of works. It does kind of work. I can kind of get away with that. I'm not going to ruin it or do anything just yet. We can fix it at a later date. So, I've now got to implement one here. And this is going to be crossing and go through the existing train line. So if I wait for that train to quickly pass, which it's... Oh, there's one about to enter in right now, so I might as well just kind of kill it off straight away. Right, if I oof all of this... and kill this off just to there... Oh, that's a bit different. It goes up and then plateaus after, before the drop. So I think I've done it different every time, haven't I? I feel like I have done it different every time, but that's okay. Right, roads then. Because I use roads as my marker points. So this is important. Keep it going. Push it all the way through. La-dee-da. And we'll leave it there for a minute. Train station buildings. So you're there. You go then here, right? Yes. Let me double check. It is here. Right. Is this free for free? Could this be free for free? We're going to find out. I don't think it's going to be. It is. It's not. It's not, boys. It's not free for free. I got a bit too carried away, didn't I? All right, let's angle it that way a little bit. I don't think this is going to fit either. Oh, that does. That does. Bam. Bam. Okay. I was just one angle away from making it work. That's all I was, boys. That's all I was. So tracks then. That's going to come down. Oh, no, no, no. Up into there. Down into there. Not bad. And which is the side that we stick out by one? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. So that goes to there. Got to make sure that we are not dropping down. This would obviously go straight through to here. This goes to there. And then we bend you to here. La-di-da! La-di-da. It's all... That's really going to annoy me, by the way. That's really going to annoy me. So what I'm going to do... I don't know where I should maybe... do it from. But I'm going to go from here. I'm going to get to there with this. And I'm hoping you don't see much of a bend from there. Which you don't. Okay, we can kind of get away with that. It's not the worst. Okay, it's not the worst. I've seen worse. But visually, you can't... It's there is the issue, but you can't see it there. And I think your eyes draw to this a bit more than anything else. So let me get this now all connected back up, which, ooh, that has to then go up and over this, doesn't it? So this would theoretically extend, but I have a sneaky suspicion I might need to build this station before I can complete that. I don't think I need to, in reality. I think we'll just get away with it to there. And we'll be fine. So you're to there. Bring you to there. You're coming out as well. Nice. And then this... I think I might do it from this side instead. So we go to there. And then from here, working off what I did on the last one, I mean, this is already starting to bend away. So what if I... Okay, way too big. No, I need it to come off this because this has the ability to not build... Go up by 2. Go to there with you. And I'm going to have to delete this now back a bit more. So it's all going slightly off. But I'm going to bring it to just there. To there, and then I'm going to run this directly down to here because I'm not, or haven't extended the city any further just yet. So that's back in. It's currently using this as an end stop, so the crissy-cross stays there. We are now going to have to implement some signals on this part now. That should do us just fine. And I can go back into play mode now, can't I? Yeah. All I've now got to do is just finalize this to at least first running out here before the bend from there kicks in. There we go. So we've now got that additional loop, okay? We've managed to extend it and add it on. I won't do any trains just yet because there's nothing there whatsoever. There's nothing there whatsoever, but you can kind of see how it's all going to slowly kind of come in. And you can kind of... Oh, I can actually start to do this here. So where do we extend on this? It's on this one, isn't it, that we extend upon one? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's got the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I brought this out. So it's all now coming together, boys, which is really exciting. And for the first time, we're going to have our first train intersection, if that's the best way to put it. Right, I can't get into this. What's going on? Alright, build to there. Bring it all the way around. Very good. It's kind of cool, isn't it? It is kind of cool. Now, it doesn't need to go in any other direction because I'm not running the trains in any of those directions. But the line that comes into here, which is line 15, we now got one we've added all them little cities to. We now give it the ability to stop here. So when it gets to Lower Foolstown number 6, number 5 beforehand was here. So I add the station to stop there. But for some reason, it's not liking it. Why does it... Wait. Oh, no. I haven't, have I? Have I? I have. I haven't done... Wait, is it just high speed is the issue? It says not electric. I mean, that's not the issue because all of these are okay. The electrifying upgrade. What's the issue? Because then coming out of Lower Foolstown. Oh, is it the train? No, I think because I got to turn that train around and then it's okay. Right, there we go. That's just the issue with it. That's just the issue with it. So that can now stop there. There we go. There we go, boys. Right, back in business. Back in business. So, look at that. Destinations 250 and then 90 below. Wow. Okay, that's actually shot up quite a lot higher and a lot more dramatic than I was expecting. Right, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So yeah, you can now really start to see how it's transforming, how it's all coming together. I'm having as many of these train lines connected as we can because they ultimately share the same train depot. But also, it just allows me to kind of create the bends onto other lines a lot easier. We've got to bring this up and over as well. But that's when we start building all these other loops and get them theoretically rocking and rolling. So a lot of these roads have got to be extended. It's a painstaking task. But we're just going to keep slowly working on it every episode and adding something to this. And then before you know it, we've pretty much got it all done. So we'll go quite far because, like I said, I don't know what the limit of Foolstown is going to be once we've got it all connected. Now, even though I want to do and extend the current 3 here, we've already done 1, so 2 more there and then 3 there. I don't know whether that is going to be enough. It might want to grow even further than that. If it does, then that's great because I can keep working on it. That's not a problem. But if not, then we've got the perfect transportation connections we have seen. Right, I'll leave it to there now because it is slowly growing again. It is slowly growing. So the target size is now 1710. Nice. Nice. So we've had a little bump there. We're plateauing. And now we've had a nice little next little bump moving on up. So line 15, we'll get 2 more trains on this because it is starting to look super busy. We just need to increase that frequency a lot more. There we go. That'll pump out some new trains as we speak. And are you getting what you need is the question. There's a lot of bricks now on the platforms for what's being delivered. And this is where they're mainly getting the stone from. I don't think they've even touched it yet. I don't think that I feel like there's much of a demand just yet. So I'm gonna replace. It's easier to replace the vehicle than edit the individual vehicles. But there might be some regret in this. But I'm gonna do a fringe capacity. I reckon there's gonna be some issues somewhere down the road with a platform not being long enough or something like that. Actually, before I do anything, let me see. Let me wait for a train, which is now currently coming in. I want to make sure that it goes past. So where does it turn round? Oh, it turns round to there. Okay, yeah, it's got plenty of room. Okay, no stress with that then. No stress with that, boys. So line 27. Ooh, now that's the transfer going around. So now we're starting to see a little bit more demand on the go. So we'll get a secondary train on that route. That's the other train going around. And we will need to, I mean, it can't hold it because we have a limit and the majority of the people are there. But here's the next train coming in. That'll pick a load of people now up. And that'll take a big chunk of all that demand off. But yeah, it's people trying to transfer from here to here. See, this is it. Once you got the right capacity, it works gloriously. It really does. It really does. So next train coming around, that will reduce that down drastically, but that train's coming in as well at the same time. So that was slightly up the numbers, but there we go. That's now going to drop. And now we're back on it. We are now back on it. We'll probably see some issues over here at some point as well. But that's where we play around with the numbers. So that green line needs obviously more trains. One train is just left. There is another train very, very slowly now coming in. But you can see how the loops benefit one another. Now we can crisscross them as much as we can. And but more importantly though, we can add more capacity to the stations by enabling them to be able to hold more people. So that's not an issue as well. So that line there. Oh, what train's that? Replace you with a dual stock. There we go. That doubles its capacity instantly. Another of the green line trains coming in. So we'll eventually get there. It will be a continual process of us working with it. It will be a continual process of us working with it, changing it. There's the next green train coming in. So we're slowly getting through those numbers. But they'll be consistently evolving all the time. Alright, dropping a load of people off. And picking a load of people up. But also then, the constant switching. There's the next green train coming in. We are getting through the backlog. But you need to put more trains on the other lines as well. Because they all compensate each other. Right, replace you for a dual stock. So it's just playing around with it. It's just constantly playing around with it and tweaking and fine-tuning. But another green train coming in. And now the station's not as overloaded. Okay, I said that. But there's another train now coming in. Busy, 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 boys. Busy, busy, busy. So the elevated passenger buildings. This is what theoretically... I don't know if it does the same as these. I'm not sure if it does that or not. It gives us access, but I don't think it does what we're thinking it does. But is it a possibility? Yes, we actually need more on these green lines. So, how many have I got on the other one? Just out of curiosity. Because they're not experiencing the same issues. We have 8. Oh, we have 8 vehicles. So, are you telling me the extra 2 vehicles will make that much of a difference? No, we have 8 vehicles here. I feel like we need 10. Right, bringing out another 2. For more frequent arrivals. It interests me that they're also using this stop as well. Which is making me question, do we need to now sort out... Oh, yes, because you got the line coming this way. Ah, right. Yes. We're getting very busy now. Very busy. So, yes, I can now see the demand. Because I'm thinking of this line coming in. I'm also forgetting this line here coming in and this line as well. Right, now I see the demands of needing... multiple trains and to get the other loops all up and running because we're creating like a bottleneck if I'm not too careful, which is why we need all the other stops because we need to spread it out a little bit more. And obviously that's not the only line that goes out. We're also going to have this line going out and this line in the middle going out as well. So it all contributes to one another quite nicely, but it's just finding the right numbers, the right balance, the right demand on these lines. So I think this one then, we're going to add another 4 trains. So we've got 14 in total. Completely overkill. But frequent arrivals at the stations, there is always a next train coming at that point. So without me doing any additional loops, I've got to set up the 2 train loops in here. But again, we'll wait... because ultimately, I've got to get this circle done, which will allow me to create the big loop of all 3 together. Individual loops, and then the 2s cutting across as well if I wanted to, unless I save the 2s for the 3s. Is most likely what I'll do. It's most likely what I'll do at that point. But, it's all pretty good. It all works. It's all amazing. So before we end today's episode then, boys, Foolstown, plus 250, plus 90. Now, that will slowly increase. I'm not sure if it's going to go any further, but we've added an extra 70% on the the public transportation just by hooking up those additional cities, which has gone from that plateau to a nice steady increase, which I'm assuming it's going to reach, 260 right now. It's going to reach its next plateau shortly anyway. But we'll keep focusing on what we've got to do. Keep our head in the game, boys, and try and get rid of all these numbers. It is getting really, really wild. So, what? Nothing else comes in here. So people here, I think they might be coming from the buses. I don't know where they're coming from. But it is getting a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy, boys. It's starting to become right now. Anyway, we'll end it here. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.